Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Coffee with Tea. I'm your host, the amazing T Street. I'm excited to be with you this morning, this Friday morning, and I hope that your morning is off to an amazing start. This is the beginning of the weekend for some of us, and I'm looking forward to a weekend because I've had a really long but good week. And so I want to tackle a topic today that I'm dealing with personally. And I always like to come out of that space so that you know that I'm not talking to you, I'm speaking with you. Because we're all on this journey called life and we're all trying to figure it out together. And so this morning, today's topic is discipline in the disappointment. Discipline in the disappointment. We've all had those moments where we worked hard and didn't get the promotion. We prayed, but the answer was not yet. Good morning, Val. And the answer was not yet. You gave your best, and someone else got the credit. In my case, I'm working out hard, I'm getting it in, and I'm not getting the physical results that I'm used to getting when I work hard. And so I'm in a season of disappointment, if I'm really honest. Good morning, Erica. Good morning, Wendy. In several areas of my life, I'm in a state of disappointment. And I believe in this season, this is when I get to understand that even though there may be disappointment, because disappointment in life is inevitable, discouragement is optional. Discipline is a choice. Even though I'm going through a season of disappointment, I believe that I'm in this season supposed to dig deep and practice discipline even in the midst of disappointment. Anybody can be excited when everything is going their way. The real test of character is what you do when life doesn't go your way. As someone of faith, I'm constantly reminded that Galatians 6 and 9 tells us, let us not become weary in well doing, because in due season we will reap if we faint not. Now, notice it doesn't say if disappointment comes, it tells us what to do when it comes. Because, as I said, disappointment is inevitable, but our response is one that we get to choose. What will we do? Good morning, Jackie, with the disappointment. I'm going to give us 3 ways to practice discipline in disappointment. One, stay consistent even when you don't feel motivated. Y'all know that feelings are fickle. I'll be honest with you. As I'm going on this physical health journey, I'm not going on a weight loss journey, y'all. I'm trying not to grow old and crickety. I want to grow old and healthy. And so this journey that I'm on is about a health journey. And on this journey, I'm used to getting better results over this amount of time with physical change. Now, are there changes happening? Yes. My A1C is down. My blood pressure is good. Those things are happening, but the physical manifestations of all of my hard work aren't coming to fruition. So it's in this moment that I'm having literally to talk myself into. Good morning, Apostle. I'm having to talk myself into staying consistent even when I don't feel motivated. This morning, I felt no motivation because I'm not getting the results that I want to. But I got up at 4 o'clock and I got to the gym at 5 o'clock and I pushed through my session and my training session anyway, even though I didn't feel motivated. Can I tell you a secret? Motivation, even though I'm a motivational speaker, is overrated. If we only did things when we felt like it, most of us would still be hitting the snooze button right now. Successful people don't rely on motivation, y'all. They rely on habits. So I'm creating the habit of getting up and going to the gym, even if I don't see the results of it. I'm still going to get up and practice being disciplined to go to the gym and keep my body moving because, as I said, my real motivation wasn't about weight loss. Yes, I want the weight loss, but my real motivation is about not growing older unhealthy. I don't want to be in a nursing home with people taking care of me, people having to wipe my behind. I don't want that. And so I'm having to do some things right now to produce a healthier, like long-term life. Disappointment wants you to skip practice, miss the meeting, Stop working, stop praying, stop learning. But discipline says, I may not feel like it, but I'm showing up anyway. Can I just be real and transparent with y'all this morning? I'm praying for the deliverance of my son, if I'm honest. And I remember when my mom was praying for mine. I'm so glad, y'all, that that woman didn't allow years of disappointment to keep her from the discipline of intercession on my behalf. And so God is telling me to, even in this season, even in this, I need you to be faithful and disciplined in the prayer. It's going to come just like you came. He's going to come. But you have to keep the discipline of prayer and staying on your knees, interceding for your son, because you better be glad that your mom had discipline in all those years when you were in the wilderness. You think she felt like it every day when she got up at 4 a.m. to intercede for you? Nope. But there were days that she did it in spite of how she felt. So, number two, learn the lesson instead of living in the loss. Learn the lesson instead of living in the loss. Every disappointment asks us a question. What are you going to do with this? You can't replay it. You can, but it doesn't change anything. But what you can do is learn from whatever disappointment you're facing. Failure is only final if you refuse the lesson. Instead of asking, why did this happen to me? Why isn't my son coming? I keep asking, what is this season trying to teach me? We talk about due season. I'm not in due season. I'm in planting season. I'm not in due season of harvest, y'all. What is this season trying to teach me? Maybe God is teaching me patience. Maybe God is teaching you humility. Maybe it's just a preparation. Sometimes God closes a door because he knows you would have been miserable in that room. Somebody needed that this morning. You're like, I didn't get this because he knew if you had gotten it, it would have caused you misery. And my daddy loved me too much to have me going through misery all of my life. I've learned that rejection often becomes redirection. And looking back, many of the things that I cried over, I now thank God for. Somebody needed that this morning. Keep preparing for the opportunity that you haven't seen yet. Keep preparing. Y'all, I haven't seen the weight that I'm preparing for, but I'm believing God that it's coming. Keep preparing for the opportunity that you have not yet seen. Here's what discipline really tells us. Keep sharpening your skills. Keep reading, keep practicing, keep serving, keep becoming, because opportunity, God has a strange habit. It shows up when people least expect it, but it usually finds the people who stayed ready. Y'all know that adage, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Imagine missing your blessing because you quit one day too soon. Do you know how mad you would be if you quit just before the blessing came? That's like leaving the restaurant because your food took too long, just as the waiter is walking towards your table with the food in their hands. Some of us have walked out of seasons right before our breakthrough arrived. Stay at the table. In conclusion, y'all, disappointment doesn't have the final word. Your response does. The disciplined person says, I'll keep showing up, I'll keep growing, I'll keep believing, because every setback doesn't have to become a stop sign. Sometimes it's just a speed bump. Yesterday, the kids asked me why I was coming through the parking lot like this and looking over like this, because it was a speed bump. And there were lots of kids around, and I wanted to make sure that I didn't hit them. I didn't stop my car. I just slowed down so I could get over the speed bump. I didn't stop. I simply slowed down. Sometimes it's just a speed bump reminding you to slow down, pay attention, and keep moving forward. I want to leave you with this thought. Disappointment may delay your progress, but discipline determines your destiny and your outcome. So when life lets you down, stand up, show up, grow up. And whatever you do, don't give up. because your greatest victory may be waiting on the other side of your disappointment had you not refused to keep going. I needed this message this morning for myself because, as I told you, getting up this morning was really hard for me. Getting out of bed and going to the gym when I'm not seeing the results that I'm used to seeing is hard for me. Getting up at 4 a.m. sometimes when I don't go to bed till 11:30. Getting up at 4 a.m. and still going to the gym and still persisting even when I don't see the results. I don't know what that is for you. It may be you're praying for something specific or you're working towards a promotion. Y'all, don't stop working just because you didn't get this promotion. How do you know God doesn't have a better promotion? I was talking to my friend Wendy the other day, and she had been in a season. She was in a planting season. And the other day, God gave her a full blown harvest in one day. She had like 5 testimonies of answered prayers in one day, because she didn't stop praying just because she was going through a season of disappointment. I don't know who needed this message this morning, but whatever you do, practice discipline in the disappointment. I'm the amazing T Street, but you already know there's absolutely, positively nothing amazing in me. Good morning, brother Golden. Amazing in me that's not in each and every one of you. So today I came by to tell someone who might need this message. Keep practicing discipline in the disappointment, because in due season you will reap if you faint not. Have an amazing day and an amazing weekend. I'll see you all on Monday. Peace.